on. Just getting myself situated. Again, thank you for your patience. I found a way to fix the whole audio thing, which is great. But it takes a getting used to get everything going right. I'ma get there, people, slowly but surely. I hope all is well. You had a great week. Audio thing. I had a great week myself. And so, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. One little thing that we need to fix, and then I think we are good. Let me see. Yeah, technical difficulties. What can we do? We love and hate technology. That's what it is. It is what it is. But I think it's only Instagram that's giving me problems. So we are just going to, go ahead and do our thing today. All right. So today we're talking about going deeper. And so we have been on a journey here, people. So we did the first section, which was environment. So we did 3 days in environment. And then we went a little deeper into a part of the environment, which is our internal temperature. So we went through emotions, feelings, beliefs. And I hope that you were able to do the challenges that we talked about. And for those of you who are in the community and have been using the worksheets, awesome. The goal is to try to do this 5 to 10 minutes, hopefully per day. That's the goal. Because if you let it accumulate, then it's going to become a mountain, right? So try to do one a day. And that's the purpose of doing these live readings, so that you could take that 15 minutes together so we can do some reflections. And I'm hoping that in about 2 weeks, so March 1st, if any of you are interested in a little bit deeper discussion, and if you have questions, you want to bounce things off, each other, it's great as risers to come together sometimes and exchange and share, because sometimes we could be going through something and somebody else is going through the exact same thing, or someone went through that rising period and has some tips and advice. And so that's it. And some of the concepts of this book is hard to talk deeper about them in the 15 minutes that we're doing every day. But again, the goal is to get you situated and worked, to a point where it becomes just a natural thing for you to do, because things can accumulate and it's easy to not realize that you're in a period where it's time to rise, but you have so many things that you didn't attend to or you didn't realize was affecting you, which creates sometimes bottleneck in the journey to rise. Okay, so I hope you're taking that 5 to 10 minutes, but again, through the challenge, this is your opportunity. All right, so session 3 is about your foundation. And so I'm going to do the reading. If I have a bit of time, I will do a little bit of gabbing, but I'll give you your challenge and then you're off. All right. Your foundation. This is a quote by Gordon B. Hinckley. You can't build a great building on a weak foundation. Can I get an amen? You must have a solid foundation if you're going to have a strong superstructure. Reflection 7, going deeper before going higher. Quote by Saint Augustine, "Do you wish to rise? Begin by descending. You plan a tower that will pierce the clouds? Lay first the foundation of humility." Love that quote. Next, another quote by Saint Augustine. "Do you wish to be great? Then begin by being." Yes, come on now. "Do you desire to construct a vast and lofty fabric? Think first about the foundation of humility. The higher your structure is to be, the deeper must be its foundation." Love that. Come on. All right. Today we are talking about your foundation. As we've been exploring the importance of focusing on the internal environment, we looked at it as a temperature. We can also look at it as a foundation. Just like a high rise needs a strong foundation, we as a person or a product also need a good foundation. Another similar type of analogy is the tree. A strong tree has very, very strong and deep roots. And we can say the same thing about an iceberg. No matter what we see on the top, the bottom is way deeper. So, what does that mean? It illustrates the importance of taking the time to go inward to ensure that our foundation is proper. Because when we dare to rise, we must make sure that we go just as deep to ensure that we're solid when we're rising. Yes. Today, ask yourself these questions. What is the makeup of my foundation? How strong is my foundation? And what are the things in my life that shake or move me? Love it. And so this is so crucial because our internal environment is like the bedrock of our lives. And so, as we talked about, when we encounter people, they see what they see, but we know what's happening inside, right? And sometimes we know, but we don't really know, if you know what I mean. And so it's imperative, I would say, to make sure that our self-awareness is a deep self-awareness. We don't stay at the surface level, right? And a lot of the times, people can sense that we're at the surface level. We may not be aware of it ourselves. And so that is why when we think about our internal environment as a foundation, and that we need to build deep roots within ourselves in order to sustain the rising, it is a must. And so, and it goes again with what we talked about knowing the why behind the why behind the why behind the why. Because then you also get the beliefs, which beliefs, as we said, are crucial and make part, I think, the greatest part of our foundation is definitely what we believe about ourselves, first of all, and what we believe about others, what we believe about the world. And so it's much easier to be shaken when we don't have a strong grasp of what our foundation is all about. And also, it also helps with stress, to be very honest, because sometimes we can be stressed about a situation or about being in an environment or about speaking to someone. And the reason that we have this stress is because internally, there are things going on. And there could be thought processes, feelings, emotions, beliefs that are basically giving us this ground, to maybe not feel like we can be ourselves, or maybe feel like, oh, this person is thinking this about me, or this person is going to do that. So all of that, when there's turmoil in our foundation, we can definitely stress ourselves for no reason. Okay? And so this is the importance of reflection 7. All right, so let me give you your challenge because we don't have much time left. Okay, so challenge 7 is to reflect on all these things we've talked about today. Reflect on the different questions that I asked and try to find answers to these questions, right? What are the 3 most important values as well that ground you? Because values is another big component of the foundation. Beliefs and values are cousins. So it's a good way to get at the foundation to know what are your values, right? And so one very important value for me is love. And there's a value that I have that everything I do has to be motivated by love. If it's not motivated by love, I'm not doing it. If it's motivated by fear, doubt, whatever it is, I'm not doing it. That's one of the values that I have. So, you have to be very aware of what those values are. Okay. So, and also we're going to talk about the 3 parts. We're made in 3 parts, but start thinking about, okay, like, is my value connected to my physical being, my spiritual being, or my soulish being? Okay, so start thinking about that, but we will have a bigger conversation about that next time. All right, that's it, people. Okay, so we will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.